Ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this morning on my way to the Goodwill to see if I can find some pricey tool that somebody else has used and probably are trying to give away. It's not really a giveaway at the Goodwill. Those prices now are like normal prices everywhere else almost. I want to go and take advantage of this moment, as I do most days, to share with you why it is so important to me that you accept the fact that you have been asleep and the wool has been pulled over your eyes and the reality of truth has been denied you, and the life that you were designed to have and to participate in the creation thereof has been swiped right from under you, and someone else is stacking it up under their feet. Now, they had the same as you, but that wasn't sufficient enough for them. They had to have more. And so those of you who are absent yours, it is not because you are lazy. It is not because you are no good. It is not because you are inhuman or unhuman, whatever. It is because someone else is greedy and they have no respect for a higher power. They have no respect than what they can do for themselves. You have seen them, bullies, that's what they call them. They walk through the community and see properties, for instance, bicycles or anything that they can easily, well, I said bicycles. Nowadays they're taking cars. Just take your stuff and go on with it. And then sometimes they've gotten bold enough to snatch you out of your car and take your car. Bullies. Now, these bullies exist, and I know every time you hear of them, ladies and gentlemen, it just drives you wild. It makes you so angry, you don't know what to do. And for the most part, many of you say, well, when you get them, some of you even say, just kill them for what how they disrespected these other people. This is how some of you think that this should be dealt with. And on the other hand, there are those of you who think that they should be punished. I mean, they punished to some extreme that will kind of cause them to take a second thought before they do this again. And yet, none of that will eliminate what you are so upset with. You see, the fact that these people act this way, it didn't just happen. It was created, motivated by something, by some neglect of the populace. You might not believe it, but believe me again, if you ever believe me, it is absolutely true. These were created. And if you want to get rid of it, you got to find out what the problem is, fix the problem, not try to punish anybody. If you can't punish yourself, don't try to punish anybody else. You fix the problem. Now, when we come and think about white people, Elijah Muhammad used to say, were devils. Malcolm X used to call them devils because of their conduct. Now, many of you don't know that much about the history of the conduct of white people here in America. But as we go through these trying times of today, we're getting a chance to see some history on videotape. We're getting a chance to see some stuff that's happening today that was the same that was happening back in those days. Nothing but pure hate. People who want to kill everybody else. People who got the guns, got the power, got the positions in government, who just want to kill everybody else. Now, where in the world did that come from? That came from some education. That came from some indoctrination. Now, I don't know the history of white people. I know little about my own. But I can tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that is sick. I see a brother do something that's shameful. It just hurts me. But to see white people talking about hatred and racism and marks all over their bodies and candles and guns and, oh man, you say that doesn't scare you. You just wonder where, you know, it came out of the pit of hell. Especially when you talk about a power, my friends, that's so respectful, that's so honoring, that it allows you to have billion people. 8 billion people, I'm talking to you right now. Individually, 8 billion. A power that's so magnificent, it would allow you to have your needs met. A power so magnificent, it would allow you to have your wants met. A power so magnificent, it'll allow you to have your desires met. A power so magnificent that you will never ever be without food, ever, clothing, ever, shelter, ever, and the most magnificent ever, because who's doing it? God's children, you, the creators here on earth. Every last one of you would never have to worry about education, guaranteed to you, unlimited and unrestricted. Never, ever. Guaranteed health care from the womb to the tomb, and the best that can be produced at any point in time, because the desire, the aim is sickness and diseases eradicated from the phase of mankind, of humankind. Now that's fantastic. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to you about a power so magnificent that it guarantees to every last one of you peace and prosperity and freedom and the joy of life and the fulfillment of your every dream. Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, every last one of you, that power is not in your government seats. These, my friends, have set up themselves to replace the government that I'm just telling you about. I don't care wherever you are on the face of the earth. The government system that you operate under right now are anti what I just told you. What I just told you doesn't exist anywhere on the earth. And you are getting and being primed to believe that it doesn't and can't happen. And when it ever happens, it's going to be after you die. Straight up lie. Straight up lie. The hell you experience every day, ladies and gentlemen, is of your own creation. Yes, it's evil. You've allowed the evil spirit to exist within your frame. And hatred and racism and bigotry and lying and cheating is the result of it. And wherever these exist, everybody is guilty of it, because if they were not, then efforts would be made to eradicate it. And when those efforts are not being made, they're either being designed uncompromised by others. So no one can brag or boast. It is all us. And so when I take the time to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's not Donald Trump. He's just a reflection thereof. It's not the senators and white people. No, it's that we don't know the truth. We didn't know that there is no one. Each of you, ladies and gentlemen, 8 billion of you, listen to me right now. There is no power above you as an individual, but God is an invisible power, a spiritual power that you can't see, you can't touch, you can't feel. But the evidence of all existence is that God exists, and you allow that spirit that's in you, that gives your body the ability to move, to think, to do things, to exist as a part of that creative force, a part of that God. Nobody above you, no one beneath you. You ain't got no power over anyone but yourself. And that is determined whether you are asleep or whether you're wide awake. And I'm talking to you, ladies and gentlemen, because today you are asleep. And the power that is ready to serve you, to be your everlasting life, got me sitting here on this. Well, I'm not going to go get those chicken wings. I won't make that turn. I'll go on back over here. So ladies and gentlemen, let me just end by saying I want to thank you for giving me this your time. I want you to know that the bondage that you feel and experience every day is our own making. And if we want to change it, we will have to change it. We will have to change it. Nobody's going to change it for us. And if they can keep from having to do any changing at all, they will do that. However, it is really the call on those that wake up, and usually the ones that wake up are the ones who feel the pain the deepest, the one who not caused the pain but allowed it to exist, and by allowing it to exist now know what it is and would never ever choose to be a part of the problem, but only a solution. So that could be those who have suffered the most. That could be the second-class citizens that are being called to serve the awakening. I'm ready. That's what I'm doing. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say goodbye.